Welcome back, everyone. We have the first iPhone in our hands with a massive little color blotch. I don't know what this is, but I wanted to go ahead and go on the App Store on this first iPhone and pretty much see if we can even still go on it, what's we can still download or whatever the case is. Now let's go ahead and unlock this bad boy. Now this is the first iPhone that ever came out in 2007, and it's crazy that this thing still even turns on. And to be as smooth as it is, I mean, it's pretty crazy. Just even like looking through these things, I mean, that's not that slow, which is crazy. Now, hopefully that's not that big of a deal, but I guess we'll see in a second. I've already made like 30 videos on this thing. Now, here's the App Store icon. Now, first of all, I want to make sure I'm connected to Wi-Fi, which it looks like I am, but to just be sure, as you can see, I am connected to a Wi-Fi connection, at least the one that I'm usually connected to. So as you can see, I don't know what just happened, but I'm gonna click out again, and let's go and click on the App Store and see what's going on with it in 2021. Now, I'm sure it's going to take probably a long time to load, even if it loads at all. So it says cannot connect to the App Store, secure connection, whatever. So let me go ahead and make sure I'm connected to a good Wi-Fi connection before moving on. So I am just going to go ahead and go into google.com within the Safari browser and see if it loads, and it looks like it does load. So it's weird that we're getting that error connection or whatever saying that it cannot connect to the App Store, which is so crazy. So let's try again. Let's see if anything changes. And again, we get that same error. So let's go ahead and check that date and time setting and make sure everything is good there. So we'll go into here. We'll scroll down to, I don't know, even know where we go, general possibly. So we go into date and time. And let me just go ahead and set this up to automatically. And let's see if that changes anything. So let's go and hop out of here again. Let's go back into the App Store. And let's see if this actually works this time. And we're still getting that error. So it doesn't look like we can go into the App Store, which is kind of annoying. But I mean, overall though, this is still pretty interesting how good this device still kind of performs. Now let's go and open up the calculator. We still have the calculator on here, obviously, but it's very sad we can't open up any apps. Now we do have the old YouTube application right here. So let's go ahead and try opening up this thing and see what happens. And cannot connect to YouTube either. Now this is very weird, like I mentioned, because we can go and open up, google.com, for example. Let's go and type something in, and you can see, I mean, it's definitely slow, but it does seem to be working. This is the 2G connection that we're connected to, so not 5G. This phone obviously probably doesn't support it, but you can see it's extremely slow, definitely taking its time. And you can see, I mean, we can go ahead and read about the iPhone 13 if we want to. Scrolling through here, I mean, there's a bunch of different stuff going through. It's very, very slow. So it's still surprising to me that we're not able to open up really any application that requires the internet. Let's go and see if the weather app opens, and you can see it does open. So let's go ahead and, I guess it's going to take a minute for it to fully load up or something. And also what's funny is the double tap of the home button doesn't open up multitasking or anything on this specific version of phone. It pretty much just opens up your favorites, which is crazy. Now let's go ahead and open up the settings app one more time, and I do want to see what version of software this thing is on. So let's go and click on general, let's click on about, and you can see we are on iOS 3.1.3. So obviously it's a very outdated version of software, but as most of you may know, I mean, it's pretty interesting to see how still this thing is kind of performing in this day and age. Now let's go and open up the camera app. Now some of you may know this thing doesn't have the front camera, and I don't know what's going on, but there's just such a huge lagging effect that it's like kind of satisfying in a way. So let's go and take a photo. Let's go and take another photo actually. Let's take one like this, and let's just go and see if it's good. Let's go and open it up. And I think this was a photo I took forever ago, and it does seem like I can go and open it up. And here's that photo I just took right now, and I think this is the one I took right after. And to be honest, yes, it's a horrible camera, but it's really not that bad. And for this phone, I mean, 2007 camera is really not that bad. I was going to see what other photos I took. This one's probably, what year was this? So it doesn't look like we have any information about it, but this was a while ago as well. Hopping out of this app, I mean, there's really not a whole other apps that we have on this phone, especially considering we can't go in the App Store. We have some alarm stuff going on here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this alarm so it doesn't bother me. Hopping out of this one, I mean, that's really it. I mean, it's funny because the iPhone 13s are about to come out, and we're still taking a look at the first iPhone that ever came out, which is so crazy. That's just how legendary these iPhones are. So that's pretty much it. I'm sad we weren't able to go on YouTube or anything like that, but at least we were able to go on some apps. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.